Alright, going live here. We're going to try to do this new stream setup, changing the settings here a little bit, see if it comes in better. We're going to still do the 30 seconds per pick live. Waiting for 5 people. Okay, cool. These tend to be filling pretty fast. Yeah, this is trying the setup. We'll see. I'm still haven't figured out if I like this setup or not. On the this is pulling the widescreen back, but hopefully it'll do a little bit better. Resolution wise and screen capture wise. So that's really what we're looking at tonight. And I mean, I'm gonna try some graphs, so not a bad thing. Let's see. All right, draft starting. Nice. Pick 2. Okay, we started out early. Get here. All right, get the draft board here. Pop it out. Won't be for you guys, but it'll be for me at least to be able to see. And then we'll see where it goes. Kind of the opposite of how I have my normal setup set up here. But that's okay. I'll squeeze it in. I'll probably have to figure out a better setup right now for how I like to do this, but right now it's got enough space, it'll be fine. Usually I have them flipped, like my board on the right side and my one on the left side here, I have it set up the opposite way. But it'll mess with all my settings if I start moving stuff around now, so I don't want to do that. But it's good to know that I probably can do it going forward. Okay. Go see if we can, we're gonna start, they're on the clock, okay. I still need sound in this stuff. It still bothers me that I can't get some sort of sound coming through on that. I don't know why. He's gonna time out and take Jamar Chase. All right, we'll cruise to Saquon. Easy enough. Hero RB build. Okay, let's see. Give me here a second here. Trying to get to how to share my channel. There we go. Share. Let's do this. Okay. All right, so the thought here today, coming out of what we're going to do, is going to hit a quarterback later than we did last time around. I'll be really curious to see, try a new stream setting today, try to get a little more clarity in the text, because I'm still having trouble coming through with the ultra-wide pumping through, so just bear with me if it's blurry. I'll try to announce the picks. All right, so we got Chase, Saquon, Bijan. Flip it up here for a second. Chase, Saquon, Bijan, Jefferson, Gibbs, CD, Puka, Nico, Genti, Amon-Ra, CMC, Malik. Pretty standard so far. They fixed the clock? I didn't see they fixed the clock. They fixed the clock. Okay, that's good. Good improvement from yesterday. So we're going to try to hammer wide receivers now coming back. It still seems to be going pretty bad. Okay, I'm still getting some buffering issues in the stream, it appears, just as I'm noting that here now. Drop frames still dropping. Okay. All right, might not be the most clear then. That means we'll deal with what we can deal with. Can't deal with much of it right now, so. I don't know why that's the case, but I can't flip it now, so. All right. We'll probably bump it down next time and see if that helps at all. Again, drop frames. Still don't get it. All right. Whatever. Not important now. Okay. Sliding back to me. McBride's interesting. So something we talked about last time around was just the depth at quarterback sitting here in this round that's going in this like Kyler down to like May, Herbert, Love, Dak, and really attacking that area from the quarterback position as opposed to taking one of these top guys. Last time I went Burrow there and did a Cincy stack. I just didn't love the way that came out from an overall perspective. So that's why we're looking at doing this a little bit different. Okay, so we're going to queue up here. Obviously, AJ Brown would be great for our Philly stack. I'll take Harrison any day of the week, though, too. Either one of those is going to be fine for me. And JSN's a nice consolation prize. We're going to double tap wide receiver here in the turn. There's no reason to take one of these running backs here. Yeah, I missed AJ Brown. Okay, so we're going to go Harrison. And then really we're looking for whatever he doesn't do here, wide receiver. I'm assuming he's going to grab one of these running backs at least. So we're looking at JSN, Tyreek, Wilson, any one of those guys coming in here. T. Kind of a little indifferent between all of those guys. There's Taylor and T. Okay, so now that really opens us up. I'm actually going to go Garrett Wilson here. Okay, so we grab Wilson. Tyreek goes. McLaurin goes. So now if we look at the board here, we're still seeing those heavy wide receiver runs from last year. Only in this one, only 2 people building a double wide receiver build to start off, though. Puka, Ladd, Malik, and Brian Thomas on Team 12. Last draft I did, I saw a lot more of those guys ended up coming through there. Probably 4 or 5 teams that were actually running the double wide receiver stack and just continued to hammer it. So, you know, it does make this a little bit more. I'm trying to get my air conditioning kicking on here. It's a little warm in this room. Heavy wide receiver round 3 here so far. Okay. One thing I also found from the running back depth was it did start to deteriorate at a certain point. I got some wasted dead space over here that's worth noting here, but nothing I'm going to do about it now. It did start to deteriorate running back depth, where there was a point where I felt a little uncomfortable of having my running back 2 come from there. You know, and that was probably once you started getting down past like 110 or so, past this Brian Robinson round. If you miss out on some of these guys, like you have to pull the trigger in the 100s. I got Mason in that draft, but you had to pull the trigger on like at least 2 of these guys in here and this. If that's going to be your running back 2, I think you can easily grab some of these guys a little bit earlier too if you're doing a later quarterback build, which I didn't have the luxury of doing last time taking Joe Burrow. But we'll have the luxury this time. All right, so that guy flips around, does 2 wide receivers, but then comes back with Josh Jacobs and Jaden Daniels. Don't hate it. Lamar guy, double running back going heavy off early. Zay picking up Zay with the stack with Lamar there early here too. We got a Chicago stack going on here. So we got Rome and DJ Moore. Sort of an interesting play there. And this guy's going heavy here, RB. I like this build. I like this build out of like the later slot, taking Jonty and Jonty, whatever you say. Then hitting 3 wide receivers right after it here too. We're gonna have the opportunity, obviously, to grab another wide receiver here again. All right, let's flip back. See what we're looking at. Tet, Worthy, Hunter. Yeah, don't hate any of those guys. I'm kind of shying away from Ridley. I don't hate it, but I like Cab Ward's going to be able to get in the ball a little bit more, so I will be interested to see. There goes Worthy. We're going to queue up Tet. I know Hurts is in play here, and he's going to be behind ADP if he falls to me. But I think we're going to stick to the... We don't have one of those wide receivers, so it's not a stack in the full stretch anyways. All right, cool. We're going to grab Tet here. And then... So this is a spot last time I passed on wide receiver, missing out on... he went Williams Hurts. Okay, that's easy enough. I didn't take Sutton there, and I regretted it. Double rookie wide receiver here. All right, so now the team looks like Saquon, Harrison, Wilson, McMillan, Hunter. We got tons of upside, just oozing upside on this team right now here. No real stacks yet at the moment. Nothing else here. Tight end still. There's plenty of value at tight end here too, and I'm gonna pull up the tight end chart of what I'm seeing right now. Laporta going around 6. Probably won't get him here, but I think this Laporta Hawkinson range, not really high on Jonnu. I think will be okay, but probably return value. Kelsey there too. I mean, Kelsey's, I think in my opinion, pretty good value for where he's going and how late you can get him at 104. And then there's the area of the upside guy. I mean, I love Loveland here. You know, I know Kincaid was a disappointment last year, but the Kincaid Pitts Warren range is a great, like, grab a second one in there too, or something along those lines. So when we're coming back in these picks, we're gonna be looking at 71 and 74 there, which really leads me to the conclusion that we're gonna be looking at wide receiver, running back, probably. So we'll see what we see from a running back value perspective. Everything pretty evened out right now. Starting with 4 strong wide receivers. Not as worried about what I have to do here. Sorry, I know I'm still getting some buffering here, which might mean that the stream's a little sloppy, but gonna have to sort that out. That's part of the. This is a test run for this stream working okay and looking up better. All right, round 6. We'll pull up the board here and see what we're looking at. Build-wise, anyone doing anything fun? This guy is now hammering wide receivers coming back after he started off double running back quarterback. Okay, I respect that. We got the team in the, what's that, the 8th slot there, going heavy RB, Achane, Brown mix in there. Only 2 wide receivers so far. All right, so now we're starting to see the running back 2s come off the board. We saw Walker go. We just saw Kamara go. Everyone pretty much besides me, everyone actually besides me and the guy in pick 1 have 2 running backs now at this point. Well, no, sorry, pick 10 doesn't either. He just took Travion. So we're looking at some guys here, right? I mean, this is where we can get a nice little build if we need to. Looking at the running back value, quarterback still hanging around just fine. I mean, we're in the 70s at this point, and I think we started talking about really being down here in the 9 to 11 type of range. We do need to consider tight end because it will drop. Laporta being there is pretty nice value here too. The guy in front of us does not have a tight end either, so I could easily see him grabbing one here. If Laporta's there, I think it's a pretty easy grab. So is you know, Harvey. We just lost Harvey. Okay, so is my... oh, damn, we lost Laporta pick before us. That's frustrating. All right, we'll go David Montgomery here. I know Connor was a stack, but I'm not working on that. So, all right. So now the question is, do we take Connor here, or do we go towards another wide receiver? I'm gonna take James Conner. Get me 3 stable backs. Okay. So we ended up getting the stack there on Connor anyways. Took 3. Now we'll come back and hit up another wide receiver here and start looking at tight end and quarterback. All right, so tight end, we lost Kelsey as well in the turn. That guy went Hawkinson, Kelsey, which is a little frustrating. That's okay. All right, so we got Kyler in play. We got Fields in play. We're going to push wide receiver up again by taking 2 running backs there. Yeah, in hindsight, I probably would have taken... Yeah, see, this is a tier I don't love in that tier 7, but it's going to be so late coming back to me. Yeah, wide receiver is not great right now. So we're looking at pick 93, 90, 95, and 98. So we're probably going to be